Hello students, today we are going to do a jeeadvanced question from quadratic equations, and which says alpha beta are the roots of the given equation where alpha is greater than beta and a subscript n is this expression. B of 1 is 1 and B of n is this expression. Then which of these options are correct? This is a more than one correct option question. So we start to solve the question starting from the sum and product of the roots, which you can see is 1 and minus 1. Then we use Newton's rule on this equation, which is an plus 2 minus an plus 1 minus an should be equal to 0, which means an must be an plus 2 minus an plus 1. Using this to find the sum of a1 plus a2 plus a3 up to an, we write them as a3 minus a2, a4 minus a3, a5 minus a4, etc. So that you can see cancellations occur, a3 gets cancelled out, a4 gets cancelled out, and so on. Finally, we are left with only an plus 2n, a subscript 2. So this is the difference that is left after doing the calculations. Now here we need the value of a subscript 2, which is as shown equal to where. So we put that value. So the sum of all these terms a1 plus a2 up to an comes out as en plus 2 minus a2, which is en plus 2 minus 1. So this is the first option, which is therefore true. Hence the option A is correct answer. Then we go to the second part of the question where we have sigma n is equal to 1 to infinity an by 10 to the power n. We write the different terms putting the values of n equals to 1, 2 and 3 and so on, and then break them up into the definition given to us by the question. Now we can see we can take all the alphas together and betas separately together. They form GP, that to infinite GP. Now we keep 1 by alpha minus beta outside and we have these two terms which are sum of infinite GP, which is given as b upon 1 minus r, that is first term upon 1 minus common ratio, which when simplified further will give you an expression like this. And further on simplification you get something like this. Now we have alpha plus beta and alpha beta in the denominator, which we can put their values and simplify to get the answer, which is 10 by 89. Now this 10 by 89 is given in the option also, hence the option is correct. So B is also correct option. So now we move over to the third part of the question, which says B subscript n is a subscript n minus 1 plus a subscript n plus 1. Putting their values you get expressions like these. Now we'll use alpha into beta product is minus 1, multiplying both sides with alpha bar n minus 1, you get alpha bar n into beta is minus alpha bar n minus 1. Or alpha bar n minus 1 is minus alpha bar n into beta. Similarly, we get beta bar n minus 1 is minus of alpha into beta bar n. Putting these values here, you can see after simplification, we can take things common, and therefore in the next step here, we see 1 by alpha minus beta is taken common, and inside the bracket we get something like alpha bar n into alpha minus beta plus beta bar n into alpha minus beta. Once again, we can take alpha minus beta common from here, which will cancel out with the denominator. So the final answer with B subscript n is alpha bar n plus beta bar n, which is given in the option also, hence that is also correct. Finally, we come to the fourth part of the question where sigma n is equal to 1 to infinity B subscript n by 10 to the power n is being asked. We use the expression given in the question itself to write it as a subscript n minus 1 plus a subscript n plus 1. And then we split this into two terms. Now we can see from here that in the first part of the question we have already evaluated a sum like this, and that was 10 by 89. Now we have got two terms like that. Now if you see their sum, it will be somewhere around the double of 10 by 89. Hence definitely it cannot be 8 by 89. So option D is definitely incorrect. So the correct options will be A, B and C for this question. Subscribe the channel for more useful content like this. Thanks for watching.